Hello, friends. So, today we are going to start Class 7 Science, Chapter 18 Sound, Production of Sound. Heading. Let's recall. Some events are given below. Put a tick mark in the box if you have experienced the event. If not, put a cross in the box. 1. Clap your hands together. 2. Played a musical instrument. 3. Burst a firecracker. 4th. Knocked on a closed door. 5th. Whistled using the cap of a pen. 6th. Placed your palm on a mobile that is ringing. 7th. Swung the clapper of the bell and the bell rang. 8th. A metal utensil fell down with a clatter. 9th. There was a thunderclap in the sky. 10th. Put your hand on a speaker which is producing sound. It is seen from the above examples that sound is generated due to a variety of events. In some examples, sound was generated due to the vibration of an object. For example, the bell or the strings of the diaphragm, a musical instrument, while in some examples like bursting a cracker, clapping, a lightning strike, vibrations are not actually felt. However, vibrations are produced in these cases as well. All these vibrations are imparted to the molecules in the air and sound is produced. You might have seen that when a stone is thrown into a calm water of a lake, waves are generated and they reach up to the banks of the lake. Vibrations reach our ear through the air in a similar way and the sound is heard. You have learned how sound is generated, how it reaches us on traveling through some medium and is heard by us. You have also seen that vibration of an object is necessary for the generation of sound. In the present lesson, we will learn more about vibration, pitch, intensity, and level of sound. Box. Heading. Use your brain power. When a singer tunes the musical instruments before he starts singing, what exactly does he do? He ensures that the tanpura will produce the required notes by adjusting the tensions in the string. That is, he tunes the tanpura. A tabla player tunes the tabla by hammering the pegs to adjust tension in the diaphragm of the tabla. The harmonium accompanist finds out beforehand the key to which the singer will sing. To tune an instrument is to adjust how high or low the pitch of the notes will be. The pitch of a sound depends upon its frequency. In Indian music, the musical notes sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni are of increasing higher pitch. In scientific terms, frequency is a measure of pitch. When the strings of a musical instrument, such as tanpura, is plucked, the string can be seen to vibrate, but the two ends of the vibrating string are still. As it vibrates, the string moves to one side of the central position and comes back to the central position. The motion of the string is repeated again and again at fixed interval of time. Such motion is called periodic motion. Box. Always remember, sound is generated by the rhythmic vibration of an object. We can hear the sound as long as the object vibrates. But when we touch the vibrating objects with our hand, vibrations stop and we no longer hear the sound. Sometimes we can see the vibrations, but sometimes the vibrations are so minute that we cannot see them with our eyes. Heading, try this. Make a list of musical instruments you are familiar with. Find out which part of the music, which part of the instrument vibrates and produces the sound. Such vibrations that produce sound can be studied with the help of a simple oscillator. Heading, oscillator, oscillation, and oscillatory motion. You may have seen children playing on a swing in a garden. Observe carefully the motion of the swing. Go to a swing at rest in a garden and mark its position on the ground below it. You can call this mark the central position of the swing. Now pull swing to one side and let it go. Observe how it swings. The swing will be seen to cross the central position again and again as it moves from one end to the other end of its swing. A swing that moves back and forth like this is an oscillator. When the swing moves from one end to the other and returns to the starting point, it is said to have completed one oscillation. The back and forth motion of an oscillator on either side of central position is called oscillatory motion. Take an empty porcelain bowl or an empty steel glass. Stretch a rubber band and fix it on the bowl or glass as shown in the picture. Now give a jerk to the rubber band. Repeat this action applying a smaller or greater force. While doing this, observe the farthest distance to which the rubber band is stretched. Take a note of the sound generated. When the rubber band is stretched and released, it vibrates. Compare the vibrations with the figure alongside. When the rubber is stretched from original position A to position B, it is seen to be curved. The maximum distance between the original position A and the position B on stretching the rubber is called the amplitude of vibration. When a greater force is applied to the rubber, it is stretched further, meaning that the amplitude increases. On releasing it, a louder sound is generated. When a smaller force is applied, the rubber is stretched less. Then the amplitude is smaller and the sound is softer too. Take a small thread about half a meter long. Tie a small iron or wooden ball to it and suspend it from a support as shown in the figure. Such an oscillator is called a pendulum. Give an oscillatory motion to the pendulum. The maximum distance between the original position A of the pendulum and the extreme position B or C is called the amplitude of oscillation. In this figure, AB or AC is the amplitude of oscillation. Box. Do you know? 1. A stretched rubber returns to its original state when it is released. This property is called elasticity. 2. When a stretched rubber band vibrates, elasticity is at work. 3. All the while that the pendulum oscillates, Earth's gravitation is at work. Heading: Time period of oscillation and frequency. The time required by an oscillator to complete one oscillation is called the time period of the oscillator. In the previous activity, the oscillator traverses the distance from the extreme position B to central position A and from there to the position C, then back again to A and from A to B. The time required by the oscillator to traverse this distance BA, CA, B is the time period of oscillation bracket open capital T bracket close of the oscillator. The number of oscillations completed by an oscillator in 1 second is called the frequency of oscillation. The total motion BA CAB, the previous activity, is called one oscillation. Frequency bracket open n bracket close is equals to 1 upon time period of oscillation capital T is equals to 1 upon capital T. Box. Frequency is the number of oscillations occurring in 1 second. The unit of frequency is Hertz. 1 Hertz means that there is one oscillation in 1 second. 100 Hertz means 100 oscillations in 1 second. Heading, try this. Take a plastic ruler and hold one of its end pressed down on the table as shown in the picture so that a large portion of ruler is off the table. Now ask your friend to press the free end of the ruler down and release it. Observe what happens. Now press the ruler with your finger at such a point that it stops making any sound. Now pull it 10 centimeter more of a ruler onto the table and repeat the action. Listen to the difference in the first and second sound. Take note of the difference in the frequency and pitch of the sounds. Also take note of what happens by further decreasing the length of the free part of the ruler little by little. Heading, use your brain power. 1. Will a sound be generated no matter how the ruler is kept on the table? 2. Is there any correlation between the length of the free part of the ruler and the sound generated? 3. If the ruler is plucked while it is held 25 centimeter of it off the table, does it make any sound? If there is no sound, look for a reason why it is so. Heading, try this. Take a strong thread of sufficient length. Tie a wooden or metal bob to one of its ends to make a pendulum. Measure the length of the thread in centimeters and make a note of it. Suspend the pendulum freely from a support. Now swing the pendulum and with the help of a stopwatch, record how many seconds are required for 20 oscillations. Repeat this procedure 4 or 5 times, decreasing the length of the pendulum by 10 centimeter every time. Record your observations in the following table. Deduce the time period of oscillation and the frequency of the pendulum by making use of the given formula. Table. Heading, S number, length of the oscillator, bracket open in centimeter, bracket close. Time required for 20 oscillations, small t, bracket open in seconds, bracket close. Time period of oscillation, capital T is equals to small t by 20 seconds. Frequency n, bracket open, Hertz is equals to 1 by t, bracket opens, Hertz, bracket close. 1. What can we infer from these observations? 2. What is the relationship between the frequency and the length of the pendulum? 3. What is meant by low frequency and high frequency? Now, keep the length of the pendulum fixed at 30 centimeter but varying the amplitude Measure the time required for 20 oscillations in each instance. Deduce the time period of oscillation and frequency of the pendulum in each case. Use the following table for this purpose. Under table, we have headings, serial number, length of the pendulum in centimeter, amplitude, time required for 20 oscillations, small t in seconds, time period of oscillation, capital T in seconds, frequency n, bracket open, hertz, bracket close. From serial number 1 to 5, length of pendulum is constant at 30 centimeters. The amplitudes are for serial number 1, small, serial number 2, a little larger, serial number 3, larger, serial number 4, even larger, serial number 5, very large. The time period of the oscillation, bracket open, capital T, bracket close, depends on the length of the pendulum. The time period of oscillation increases if the length of the pendulum is increased. The frequency remains the same even if amplitude decreases or increases. Heading: High and low pitch of sound. Subheading: Try this. Take a wooden board 80 to 90 centimeter long and 5 centimeter wide. Hammer 2 nails into it, each a few centimeter away from its two ends. Tie the ends of a thin metal wire to the nails so that the wire is stretched tightly between them. Insert a wedge-shaped wooden or plastic block under the wire near each of the nails and pluck the wire lightly. Did you hear any sound? Observe whether the wire vibrates. Now insert 2 or 3 smaller rectangular blocks below the wedge-shaped block on one side in such a way that the length of the wire does not change. Observe whether there is a change in the tension in the wire. Now plug the wire with your finger and listen to the sound. Also, watch its vibration. Note the difference you perceive in its frequency. What can you infer from this? When tension in the wire is increased, the frequency is seen to increase, and when it is reduced, frequency is also seen to decrease. We also perceive a difference in the sounds generated. When the tension is increased, the resulting sound is shriller. When the tension is reduced, the sound is also less shrill. This is what is called the high and low pitch of sound. Sorry. 1. Which of the sounds, the roar of a lion or the hum of a mosquito, has the higher pitch? 2. What structures in the sitar help to produce higher or lower pitch sounds? Heading: Intensity of sound, sound level. Loudness or softness of sound is indicated by two terms, namely intensity of sound and sound level. Sound level is the intensity of sound as perceived by our ears. The intensity of sound is proportional to the square of amplitude of vibration. For example, if the amplitude is doubled, the intensity of sound becomes 4 times as much. Box. The decibel, bracket opens, dB, bracket closed, is the unit for measuring sound level. It was named decibel in honor of the work of the scientist Alexander Graham Bell. The magnitude of sound level, decibels, can be deduced from the intensity of the sound using a mathematical formula. When intensity of sound becomes 10 times original, the sound level increases by 10 dB. Box heading. Do you know? Decibel levels of some common sounds. 1. Beginning of audible sound 0 decibels. 2. Normal breathing 10 decibels. 3. Murmuring from 5 meters away 30 decibels. 4th. Normal conversation bracket open between two persons bracket close 60 dB. 5th. Heavy traffic 70 dB. 6th. Ordinary factory 80 dB. 7th. Jet engine 130 dB. 8th. Start of ear splitting sound 120 dB. Hearing is temporarily affected by sounds of frequency greater than 1000 Hz and levels higher than 1000 dB. This can result in temporary deafness. Workers who work near aeroplane engines experience this. Heading: Use your brain power. What would be the difference perceived between hearing only two pupils in the class talking to each other and all the children talking to one another at the same time? Heading: Audible sound. The frequency of the sound audible to human beings is between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz. We can only hear sounds in this frequency range. Heading: Infrasonic sound. Have you ever heard the sound of the movement of our hands or of the movement of leaf falling from a tree? Heading: Try this. Swing an oscillator which makes 3 to 4 oscillations in a second and listen carefully for any sound it makes. That the oscillation makes 3 to 4 oscillations in 1 second means that the frequency of the sound is 3 to 4 Hz. Humans cannot hear sounds of frequency less than 20 Hz. In the above example, oscillations did take place, but no sound was heard. It means that this sound is of frequency less than 20 Hz. A sound with a frequency less than 20 Hz is called infrasonic sound. Sounds with frequency less than 20 Hz are produced by some animals, namely whales, elephants, and rhinoceros. Heading: Ultrasonic sound. A sound with a frequency higher than 20,000 Hz is called ultrasonic sounds. Human cannot hear such sounds. However, some animals, for example a dog, can hear such sounds. Box. Heading: Find out. There is evidence that elephants communicate with each other over distance up to 10 km using infrasonic sound inaudible to us. It is also believed that dogs and other animals can receive ultrasonic sound signals in advance of an impending earthquake. Find out more about this from the internet. Box heading: Use of ultrasonic sound. 1. To clean delicate ornaments and the tiny parts of a watch. 2. To observe internal organs of the body. 3. To detect tumors in the brain. 4th. To detect faults in a metal. 5th. In radar systems. 6th. To kill certain microbes and insects. 7th. Sonar bracket open, sound navigation and ranging bracket close is used to locate the seabed or the position of a ship. Box heading: Do you know? The pitch of a sound is directly related to the frequency of sound. From the graph alongside, we get further information about frequency of sound and infrasonic, audible, and ultrasonic sound. Thank you.